Connected.
He's not speaking. You connected to somebody else. Might be connected to me though.
Whatever.
We on back on right now.
Oh, right. Chopp Shop Radio. We have some technical difficulties. But your LinkedIn?
Gunshot.
Your LinkedIn, Cashola. Cashola. My
we
boy.
talk about Lady of Rage, man. She's a dope female MC, man. It was, classics came out of her mouth.
I mean, dope is like is an understatement for her because she was so like. I mean, no, I'm saying, but like, I don't know what she was phenomenal to me. I mean, was she phenomenal because she was that phenomenal, or was she phenomenal because?
She was a different breed.
Rugged female rapper.
She was born in the era of Raw.
Yep, holding it down with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was definitely holding it down in that era too. Like.
But to be for Lady of Rage to hold her own with all of those artists, I mean, like Snoop Dogg, Dre, I mean, even what's his name, RBX or whatever. Like, I mean, there was a lot of good artists on the stable.
That's the Aqua Sound. Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me take it off.
Yeah, she was definitely holding it down.
Yeah, she
Aqua Sound.
First Lady of Death Row.
Aqua Sound is mine.
iHome.
Yeah. Right. That one is mine. The Aqua Sound. That's the little one that I got.
That little baby.
Right?
Yeah.
The little baby.
Yep.
The one that got suctions?
Yeah, a little suction cup on it. It's because it's a waterproof one. It's waterproof for the shower. So yeah, Lady of Rage, to hear her sing was pretty, I don't know, man. I don't even know how that happened. What did we just say? It was somebody's birthday and that's how it went down or something?
It was my birthday. It was in the Christmas era, you know what I'm saying? Nahbi, I think it's the 22nd.
Yeah.
Niggas just asked for like a birthday shout out. She went up there and hit
but like somebody's birthday.
Hit the notes.
So would you say that? I mean, so we're all in agreement that was the. I mean, I think that was my favorite episode of the Chopp Shop was Lady of Rage and don't forget Fred Hampton Jr.
Man, got Rock. Mine would go to Rock.
The second Rock
interview was my favorite. I think because he was having a lot more fun. He was more open, and it seemed like at some points like he didn't really want to get off the phone with us. He wanted to keep talking to us. So like. Rock is one of my
Papa Wu on here was always magical.
Huge.
Classic.
We gotta try to get Papa Wu in the studio.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
He keeps talking about getting him down.
I go pick him up.
It'll be crazy.
I go pick Papa Wu up on a Wednesday.
I'll pick him away.
Have to my crib.
Papa Wu, you know what I'm saying? Much
love. His born day recently.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to sleep on nobody's couch though.
Yes, sir.
I got blow up.
Mother's Day too.
He was born the day after Mother's Day.
The day after.
Well, Mother's Day always changed though, because his birthday could be on Mother's Day sometimes.
I think he said that.
It's usually the year before. It was the day before, wasn't it?
No, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sunday, but it's not always the same date on the Sunday.
Exactly.
Shout out to my cousin Philly.
Like the first Sunday of the
her
month,
child was born on Mother's Day too. That's crazy.
Yeah, so like my daughters, actually I got two daughters. One's the 10th and one's the 11th of May, and either one of their birthdays could be on Mother's Day. No, they're 13 years apart?
13 years apart and landed that close?
Yeah,
that's like a
that's pretty crazy.
Table, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
365 odds and it lands like the day.
Yeah, well, my son...
He was on it in the season, yo. He was in the winter grind.
It's funny.
In September and shit.
I got 7 kids and only one of them birthday is after July. Everybody's birthday is before July or before.
We know Kash was fertile September.
Fertile September.
That's when school went back. So he was like,
there you go.
Over.
And another funny thing is, so we got 7 kids and 3 parents, right? So I got 2 babies' moms, 7 kids. Everybody has a birthday in the same month out of the 10. You know what I mean? So. Me and my son's birthday is on January.
Everybody shares.
Everybody. Nobody has a birthday in a month of their long.
Different months.
Yeah. Everybody share a month birthday with everybody. It's
what's
pretty.
all the months?
So me and my son February 1st, and my son's February 1st and February 2nd. We back to back day, and then there's April, May 10th, and then May 11th.
So that just passed?
Yeah, and then my son, April also. April 2nd is my baby's mom's birthday, and then my other daughter's birthday, April 14th. And then there's July. There's a double July. July 5th and July 12th, my son and my daughter. And then in September, my other kid's mom is the 20th, and my daughter's birthday is the 26th.
Nice.
So September.
So you be spending a lot of money there.
It's like a couple of days apart in the same week.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's crazy every month. Crazy. That's nuts.
A lot of birthdays throughout the year, you know. Shout out to everybody born every day.
That's mad cake.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know who they're gonna be, but we gotta steer them right, because like they say, the media scripted.
Hey,
Think about it. You only listen to a little shit, and even that, the weather be fucking up. It's gonna rain, it's gonna snow, and you be like ready for it. Go to the supermarket, go buy what you need, and then it's nothing.
Hey, yo, I got a
Kids
question.
are going to school, psych. Take them out of school.
No school before it even starts snowing. You ain't got no school.
Niggas sprinkle some ice cubes in the street. I got a question though. Do you think that the zodiac really can define a person though? Do you think that personality is really confined within the bounds of this fucking?
It's crazy because the way they made the zodiacs to be, it has its own personality. So if you're in there, you're either the good or the bad that they say it is. Because they don't say it's just one. They say there's a good and a bad of each. So wherever you fall, that is literally who you are.
And that's crazy.
I personally like the Chinese zodiac more than the.
I was going to be like, well, I gotta be the rat.
The rat.
I gotta be the rat. And it's every 10 years. So the way it goes is 10 years, 84, 94, 2004, like that. 14.
I think I was the GOAT.
I know. I think I was the GOAT.
Some shit like that.
Was he?
I think I'm the
I was
GOAT.
the rat. I was like, why I gotta be the rat? But the rat is like the smartest one with the most wisdom and shit compared to other people that their strengths are like strength and you know what I'm saying, other things. But yeah, that's pretty
I think so. Think about it though. Think about like the seasons and think about how everything is the same. Everything is the same at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's these.
They made the calendar so on point. It took that long to know that
but,
it's gonna come back.
But
again.
at the same time,
it's gonna come back around in a full cycle in 365, except the leap year.
But
it's bugged out, man.
But if you think about it, like
I mean, it is, but it's all star charts, right?
Exactly.
It's all related. It's all astrological and star chart related.
It was like 28 days in the what was it, the Gregorian calendar? Then we switched to the Julian calendar, so it's 31 days in a month. So if you think about it. That should be what fuck the zodiacs up.
Well, that's another thing though. Nobody
that affects
knows.
Nobody knows. It doesn't affect the Chinese zodiac.
They give it days. They give it days, but nobody actually knows when the actual zodiac of the particular sign ends. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like
speculation.
Guesstimation.
Have you ever looked at the Chinese one at all?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
they got the three. They got the because you could be an earth one, a fire one, or a steel one, or something. Like I'm a horse, and I think I'm a steel one. Something like that. There's like steel, or there's a couple different kinds.
You're 79, right?
78.
78.
He tried to push you closer to the 80 side.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man. Because everybody that's born the same year got the same sign. That's why it's not.
What's up, y'all?
He came out with an.
That's why I don't think it could be accurate. You can't just take everybody that was born in 1 year and group them all into one category.
The Chinese zodiac has just like the regular one. There's multiple levels. There's the side that you see. There's the side that people perceive you as, and that's the horse or ox or cock or whatever. Then there's the one that you perceive yourself as, and then there's the hidden one. There's 4 of them. So you could actually be, I'm a horse, but I could actually be a dog and a dragon.
I'm a horse.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think this guy. So I'm gonna go to this Wu-Syndicate video right now, and we'll be right back.
What up?
Kash in the projects. Just living it. Still living it. Through the rough times and the bad times, the crimes, where was heaven? Must be somewhere hidden though, for real. I never seen the place. Maybe some place you go when you die. An ordinary cat from out of projects since I was younger though. Mom raised a children's pop, stepped a long time ago. In my mind I see flashback. I had no fancy clothes, skinny, ugly, naughty head nigga, crying with snotty nose. Even though my father neglect, he paid the child support. Hadn't seen him all these years, I hug his ass in court. Always said I'm coming to get you, and I'll be waiting too. Holiday and birthday presents was never coming through. Remember at the age 13, I started smoking weed, hanging out with cats that was older, started to run the street. Dropped out of high school, selling drugs and pressing chicks. Spent most my cheddar on gear. My mans was buying whips. New York, Jamaica, Miami niggas flooded Virginia quick. Consigning work only if buying. Prices was high as shit. Remember when I first got hit? I seen the iron spit. 50 cats spinning one corner, bleeding with pellet hit. My man Sean, he held on strong. Slug burned through his lower backside. Cracked his spine, exited his arm. Lost him twice on the hospital table. And when he died, I cried my eyes out. I couldn't take it. Damn. But this same things continue to happen. Niggas got bust. I'm a kid with a grown man's mind, turning corrupt, playing innocent. In front of my elders, I was running with them cats that be robbing too. I couldn't tell her. If my name was up in any tight trouble, my moms would tell me, just like your brothers, into some shit, go get a job or something. Just another bum on the street, not working hard for nothing. Scratch I made when I was pumping. I hit her off with something, making sure the crib stay tight. For real, I want no dummy. Tell me where you getting this money. I watched the car be lying, saying anything size drug selling. My sister see me on the block, transact with fiends, be saying I'ma tell it. Growing up was hell, no doubt. I wonder where was heaven. It's just like yesterday, you know. It all comes back though, but I'm still living on the block. It's still fucked up, you know. Crime affiliated, crime syndicate, whatever you wanna call it. You know what I'm saying? Affiliated with the bad shit though, all the time, just because I'm a victim of the project. Now I'm a grown man, still it's like life dealt me the wrong hand. Cash that was my man be frontin' or either found dead. It sounds sad, incarcerated, just turned a new dad. Remembering them long 10 months from slinging crack bags. Mom put me out with the quickness, carry your black ass. I'm still coming back to the crib, oh so you back, yeah. Ma, I just came to holler at you, see how you doing. Nothing's changed after all these years. Still hustle for some gear, smoke weed, still drink beer. I tell you from my heart, yo, times I'm like, yeah. I wonder if heaven was a place on this planet, you find me right there. Where was heaven? All my cash.
Welcome back to the Chopp Shop Radio.
Your host, Nahbi Reality.
Right.
We got Deus in the building. We got BX Young G's. We got Kash on the boards because our sound man, he's not here today because he got offended that we were saying that minorities got a white man working for them in the soundboard. So he's not here today. He's protesting us. I think he contacted the NAACP. We'll update you on that later.
How that goes.
We are brought to you by
NAACP.
brought to you by the Universal Collective and the Wu Tang Worldwide DJ Coalition. We have some Wu Tang Killer Bees royalty on the phone right now. Who we talking to right now?
Word. Now, like I was saying, you know, like from when RZA let niggas know on the first record, if you're a real Wu Tang fan, if you got the 36 chambers, man, RZA told you on one of his skits. Wu Tang Killer Bees, we on the swarm. Wu Tang, and he let you know we was swarming, bees is swarming all over.
Yeah.
He screamed out, Daddy-O and Papa Ron. That was they the generals. They the cats right there validated what we was doing down at the end.
Yeah, and that's
he told you on the first record.
And that's the umbrella. Just to update you guys, because you know, guys, we reset going live. We are now. Could you guys just introduce who we're talking to? Because we were doing the Facebook stream, but now we're on the actual stream. Could you guys just introduce yourselves real quick? Who we're talking to?
Shout out, word. This is my Lansky. Word. Yo, Mafia.
Wu-Syndicate in the building. Can I? Before we get into this interview. Before we get into this interview, I wanted to say something that I was saying before you guys called in, and I was saying that one of my favorite songs, not just in the body of work that you guys have, but one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm not saying it's the greatest songs in the world, but to me, it's one of my personal favorites that I've listened to every year since it dropped about 20 years ago. Every few months at least, I listen to the album itself. But one of my favorite tracks of all time is the Global Politics. The interesting part about the global, but the reason why I'm bringing that up is now that we've got you two brothers, you two gods on the phone, we have officially interviewed everybody on that song because we have interviewed Napoleon separately, and we've interviewed our OG 12 O'Clock because you know we're part of the Brooklyn Zoo family, so we interviewed 12 O'Clock before, and now we've got Maya Lansky and Joe Mafia on the phone, and I'm just saying that like it's just an honor for somebody who's spent the last 20 years listening to you guys' music to have you guys on our show and. You know what I'm saying? Share with us what you got going on. I just want to let you know. I just want to get my fanboy moment on real quick before I transition into my
motherfucking fanboy.
Into my
get his nerdgasm out the system real quick.
I don't think it sounded like that in my head. It sounded a little more. You know what I'm saying? But
In
whatever.
my head.
You're just a hater.
So
anyways,
I didn't even say nothing.
So let's talk a little history. So you guys started out. I don't want to try to tell you history, but I just want to move it a little forward. So you guys started out as a group called the Syndicate. How did that group come about? The Syndicate.
Well, the name of the group was Crime Syndicate.
Yep.
That was the actual name of it. And Crime Syndicate was more like I said, you know, a lot of our team was already down here, man. Off the radar cat that was swarming, you know what I mean, Killer Bees, you know what I'm saying? And they weren't really rapping, you know what I'm saying? There was some other shit going on, but we just always been 10 toes down with the habit, with Bristol, with Power, with all of that. Shout out to all of them, Divine, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, we had the Generals in VA, Dash with Papa Ron, and there was another kid, Jamaican Peter or whatever. So, what happens is, Mafia and Napoleon was in a group. They had a group called Hellraiser. You know what I'm saying? They started out as a group. I was solo. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing. Boom, solo. So I get incarcerated, and you know we had big prior to me going to penitentiary or whatever. And I was in there, and I started dealing with an element of always being inspired by mob flicks and all of that shit. So what happened is I take my name from Tim Ski, which was my street name, to Maya Lansky because I liked it the way Maya Lansky was a brain behind the organization.
He was
always like, okay, I'm gonna put a team together and we're gonna do some real shit. But on your team, you always gotta understand you gotta have some real hitters. And I remember Hellraiser was the most hottest thing coming out of VA. You understand what I'm saying? So when I come to the crib, we connect. You know what I'm saying? The circle's still tight. And we get to going back and forth with a name to form a new unit. And the name Crime Syndicate was ranking so long, which was really the name of a record. It was the name of an album that I wanted to do. But the name took so much motherfucking love from the team. It was like, yo, that should be the name of the group.
Yeah, that's it.
And we ran with that shit. Crime Syndicate became the foundation. And then, like I said, it was more like time. And from there, we started knocking out tracks. And when the package got in the person's hand, it wasn't no doubt about it that we were going to ink a deal with priority. Because he had already inked the deal for Killer Armin with priority. And history was made.
So can we talk about the beginning stages a little bit of like, so all right, you kind of, we jumped a little bit ahead, like you went from the Crime Syndicate to the RZA thing, but like what were some of the pieces that like made that work? Like how did you guys go from, because at that time to me it was a big deal to see a group out of Virginia get signed to the biggest name in rap at that time, and arguably now still one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. How did you guys go from being an independent crime syndicate to being allowed to use, I don't want to say allowed, let me say earn the use of the name Wu in your name and change your name to Wu-Syndicate? Like how does, like that's not a normal story. So give us a little background on how that transition went about.
So, well, go ahead. Like, so we get the challenge, you know what I'm saying, Mafia, and RZA stamped it. You know what I mean? It ain't too much shit. And we was always family, man, in the streets anyway. You know what I'm saying? We was connected with the right forces.
Okay, I got you.
Once we got there, once we moved to Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Us, the Syndicate, RZA, Jizzle was out there to keep this up.
Daddy, no doubt, Daddy.
You know what I'm saying? Mook, you know what I mean? The Five Deadly.
Shout out to the OG.
You know what I'm saying?
John Mook Gibbons. Shout out to the OG. Yep.
Word up. So, like I said, RZA made that call. You know what I'm saying? So for me to answer that question, that's just like I said, man. You know, we give a lot of respect to the average because he's singing our vision. And the vision started with Crime Syndicate, but at the same time, when it was time for him to really put that vision into motion and make it manifest in the flesh, it was more like he said, yo, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is family. We're going to throw the W in front of that, man, right there. That's Wu-Syndicate, and that's what happened.
You guys must, I mean, that must have felt like electrifying, you know, to be recognized by such a prominent person as him, and not just him, but the whole family.
Guaranteed.
You know?
Yeah, so what do you got? What do you guys got going on right now? Like, what's new? What y'all got popping on right now?
Right now, man, we moving around, man. We got shows set up all over the board, man. We've been coming to the stages, man, just getting the business, man, celebrating the anniversary. We had an anniversary of the album in April the 20th.
Congratulations, man.
Yep.
420. The best day to do it on, pimp.
So at the same time, we're promoting a new record, which is Illustrious. You know what I'm saying? Look for that. That's coming in July.
What was the name of it again, brother?
Illustrious.
Illustrious. All right.
Illustrious. The first single off that record is Down. That's the new video that's in rotation right now. So we're working on that. We're talking about a new movie. We're gonna do a movie. I don't want to put the leak thing out on that right there. We got a book coming, and you know, brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they launched a new website.
They're from Virginia.
It's not a music directly from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You guys being from Virginia, right? And there's a lot of like artists out there, you know, that came from Virginia that are really really popular. You know what I'm saying? But there are other artists that get kind of overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that is? Like in Virginia, like a lot of artists get overlooked. But and even the mainstream artists that blew up like Timbaland and those guys, they haven't really like come back and shown like the talent that Virginia has. Like, why do you think that is? But still, they don't come up with no Virginia niggas.
Everybody got on. You couldn't get on in Virginia. You either had to go to California or you had to go to New York.
Yeah.
So the thing is, them once they you know, they get their little home family, their little circles or whatever, they just see the end house, and that's, you know, it's bad because it's still like that to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cliquish type stuff. Yeah.
To add on to that, man, we was in Manhattan one night, okay? It was our team, and RZA was more or less like, one thing I love about RZA, when it was time for us to do our music, he never took creative control. RZA let us feel free to do whatever what the fuck we wanted to do on our record.
Yeah.
And he said these words one night, if you remember, Joe Mafia, RZA was like, yo, word up and shit, Nahbi. He was like, yo, why the fuck them niggas Timbaland and them niggas ain't reach out? You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yo, word, yo, yeah.
Word up. So he had a problem with that.
That's a good.
Like, yo, why VA didn't put VA on? Look, put niggas on, which was New York and California. New York and California put Wu-Syndicate on.
Yeah, but it's that crabs in the barrel mentality though, right? When you come from a place that's overlooked, the people that do get a little motion, you know.
And this is what I'm saying. I look at it from two different ways. I don't really try to be personal about it. I still always try to be business about it, right? So to get inside the mind of Pharrell, to get inside the mind of Timbaland, to get inside the mind of Missy, either one of those individuals with the position and the power that they had, man, they could have co-signed any group coming from.
Yeah, for sure, easily.
Which they haven't. Yeah,
easily.
But I sit back as a businessman, right? And if you ever been to VA, you gotta understand that VA itself has no unit. VA don't even look out for VA. VA don't put VA on. Any artist, Missy, Timbaland, and Pharrell, all of them had to get their stain from going to New York and California. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
How about
Atlanta, it's not like Atlanta where you got these labels and these artists who self-contained.
because Virginia's never been considered a hot, but I'm not saying that Virginia doesn't have any talent because I used to live in VA.
The best producers,
you know, but a lot of
Virginia.
But I'm saying, but Virginia's one of those places like New England. It's never been looked at as a hot spot for talent for the mainstream industry. It's always been the South is now, like we were talking about earlier.
Well, also, how about there's like there's DC in the surrounding area, and there's
DC's
Maryland.
Always been overlooked.
So what do you think about like the three states being joined together, is it like Virginia goes to Maryland to get a little bit more love, or DC, or vice versa? You know what I'm saying?
It's really northern. The DMV really. When you
talk about DMV, let me answer the phone, bro.
It's usually northern Virginia, though.
Well, let me answer the phone. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, do you feel like if you're from Virginia, you go to like DC or you go to Maryland, or do you get more love? Is it like that?
Listen. We're from Tidewater, Virginia, but it's ironic you say that because we was just in Roanoke. We just did a show in Roanoke, and all they did was slap our shit on the air like 5-10 times a day. They spinning our shit back to back, and they give all these local artists burn daily. I'm not talking about no spotlight on the weekend. They play your shit one time
on the regular. That's what's up.
Every city should have that.
If you come to VA and you listen to Virginia, where we at right now, listen to the radio station, their whole rotation is based off of being manipulated by the industry, where they not going to support the local artists. They only going to support the artists that got labels pushing that bread to them in a systematic way.
Yeah,
they did.
For sure.
That's the 90s,
When you look at Missy enough, okay, I understand y'all didn't reach back, but I got to put myself in their shoes as a business person. It's business, okay? And now if you look at the game now, the game is 100% business. It's not even about your leverage.
Yeah.
It's about how much promotion campaign, where the biggest campaign is going to get the spotlight. You understand what I'm saying? So if you just a nice artist and you don't got that budget to be able to put yourself in all the marketing and promotion platforms, you're not going to get recognized. So as a business person. I would think that Missy and them only reached out by watching the charts or artists already making a hell of a buzz. Versus me doing like what RZA did. We didn't have to really do all that. RZA just was like, yo, fuck with my niggas, I'm gonna gamble with this, and let's go. And that was it. And that's how labels used to fuck with niggas since the Crush Groove.
Take chances,
if it was nice, you come up in the, you walk up in the building, and you nice, LL what? But you see the joint, LL, so hold up, let me spit, and then he want to hit him more artists. When he spit, they like, yo, fuck it, I want to hit him, sign him up. It's not like that no more.
Yeah. A lot of
how much capital you got behind your brand right there.
Another thing too is like how you said earlier, how you know how you was making, you know, you had different connections with the RZA on some underground shit. Like, so sometimes when you make those connections, it doesn't even matter if your music is whack. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, I know these niggas do this, do that. They're already in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even gotta listen to their music. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? These guys are in already. You know what I'm saying? Just because of those certain connections beyond music. You know what I'm saying? That happens a lot too.
Right.
Yeah, we've benefited from that.
Exactly, because when I was big in music, it was called family, man.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like RZA came to PA looking for talent. Nah, that's not the case.
Yeah, he stumbled upon some real niggas. He stumbled upon some real niggas that rap, and that was it.
And that's when they were doing. That's when they were doing the expansion stage. So let me direct this question at Joe, because Joe, you talked a little less. I'd like to get you some talk time. My thing about analyzing you guys was I always wondered if at all did you guys face any like negative feedback from people from the South, being that you guys were running around with New York dudes, and at that time you probably looking at you guys like you were using New York slang, but it was actuality 5% slang, but it wasn't as known as then.
Right.
Did people like sometimes look at you guys like you were trying to like be not as Southern, being that you were running with New York cats and using 5% terminology?
Nah, brothers always had knowledge of self, and that's one of the factors of the people that my brother Miles was talking about that we linked with off the radar too, other things going on. Dudes always had knowledge of self. See, with us, we was putting in groundwork around here in the Hampton area, because we was getting burned from some DJs down here called the Buddha Brothers and all this and that, and we was going through smashing the clubs. So we basically had a push from here because we was on the ground. We was our own huge promoter team and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we had real dudes vouching for us. So by the time we hit the stages in New York and all that, and we had the W stamp on it, it was already a rap, man. You know what I'm saying? We already put the groundwork on that. And anybody that felt different, they won't say that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I got you.
Mom's the word.
Yeah, I got.
Basically, too, the only thing we did was what New York and VA was doing in the dark. We brought it to the light.
Real shit.
That's all we did.
Real
so
shit.
It wasn't like VA could look at us like, yo, why you fucking with? No, we've been before music fucking with New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it wasn't about dude. Yeah.
But you can get why I would ask that question though, right? Like, because like nowadays we have people that have a slightly different sound and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the designers.
Well, even though if you listen to the artists that come from VA, they're not rapping that style of rap. You know what I'm saying? They're like Timbaland, Magoo,
their own style,
you know,
shit, right.
Pusha T, the Clips and shit like that. They don't really rap like that. So that would be like
boom bap kind of rap.
Kind of boom bap type rap, and you rapping about like coded rap, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know, undertones and shit that the average person probably wouldn't understand if you just listen to it on the surface. So I think that was that like something that you guys had to get over to like have people hear you out in VA. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a different style.
That's what I was asking him. Yeah,
I mean, basically, man, you know, it's the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't never try to judge a person or where they from. I judge about where they at, and where you at is what's going on inside your head.
Yeah, word.
So you can run into your head like anywhere around the planet, and you'll be like, damn, I fuck with him because you can relate. And it's like what was happening. That song right there, they love it all over the world.
Yeah, they made it to the Swarm, the Wu Tang Killer Bees, the Swarm album compilation. Yeah. No, I was saying they made it to that Swarm album. It was on your first album, but I think that a lot of people, the first time they heard it was because it was on the Swarm album. That's when it was like, yo, these dudes is really connected with these dudes. These dudes is really making moves, and I think that's important. So you guys originally, you guys, it was you and Joe Mafia and Napoleon, and you guys all became a group. What's the status now with Napoleon as far as the group? Are you all still a group together, or is Wu-Syndicate now just you two guys?
I mean, if you look at the cover, man, Wu-Syndicate is realest and Joe Mafia. When you read the credits, it was featuring Napoleon 12 o'clock in MMO.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a fact. Now, the situation with Napoleon always gets thrown up like, yo, what's up with Napoleon? Napoleon, that's our brother. But you gotta understand, on a business level, when we got to California and it was time to create the group, Wu-Syndicate, they was trying to point out, okay, who's gonna be the poster child for his name? Napoleon never signed a contract with that right there. Only person signed a contract with Rutherford was myself and my brother Joe Mafia.
Yep.
And that's how Napoleon became a feature. 12 o'clock became a feature, MMO and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you think he just didn't sign the contract?
I mean, because at the same time, it was a lot of things said. I'm not gonna repeat that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just they had their own reasons. There was had to be an interview. You had to interview them to ask them why they did that.
Word.
So, what are the features that you guys have on the new album, The Illustrious? Who do you have on the album for features that you can say?
The album is under construction. It's like right now the album has a lot of different little things we taking with this record right this moment as we speak, man. So I don't want to be quick. I'm gonna shout out some producers. Though we got the beat makers over on the West Coast. We got Tag out on the West Coast. We got Omar. You know, he did a lot of things for half a mil. He did some joints for you guys. Right now, like I said, man, it's still in the construction, so I can't really just pick out everything that you need to know about this record other than it's a classic.
You have a projected release date?
I've been listening to a lot of you guys going back over the archives of your music and stuff, getting ready for the interview, and I pulled up some. So I even was listening to some tracks I forgot about off like the Gremlins and all that other stuff. And I'm personally excited to see this, and I like to see the people like you that are veterans that have been in the game coming back out and putting out dope music, and it's still sounding dope because the new video that you guys got, we got that video on deck for when we wrap up the interview in a few minutes. Oh, did we? I thought you just played the Where Was Heaven one. Did you play that one too?
No, I didn't play the other one. No.
Oh, we didn't play the other one. We're going to try to fit that in before, because we wrap up at 8 o'clock. We got a few more minutes to talk to you. But if not, we'll play it on the next episode for sure.
So I wanted to say, international love. Everybody says it is all crazy when you go overseas to other countries and all that, right? I'm pretty sure you guys was like seeing everybody's like fan base on 1,000, right?
Do you want to know if there was international groupies? Is that what this is getting to?
I want to know, was there like the funniest moment what was the funniest moment when y'all was out there doing stuff?
Yeah, do you guys have a funny tour story that you'd like to share?
That's what I want to know. Because something always happens.
Joe Mafia got one.
Laugh says it all.
Something always happens when you with the
boys. That was Joe Mafia's laugh to let him know, Maya Linsky know he was thinking about a certain incident that they're not going to speak on. They're not going to speak on.
That's trying to incriminate myself laugh right there.
So is there a funny tour story or something you guys can share with us of like the heyday of when everything was going on? Something, you know what I mean? You want to share with the audience?
And I mean, we got a couple of wild joints, man. With a lot of them I don't want to put out there.
Of course.
I understand.
You can change names to protect the
disclaimer.
Well, I'm just saying we've had some really funny stories on here.
So was me and Leroy. Who was over on
Who was over on Goddard Street?
What was the question again? I didn't get the question.
The question was, do you guys have any funny stories of anything that happened on tour or something interesting that happened while you guys were on tour with the first album and doing everything?
Man, we was on tour. We was on a hard out rave tour. We got stuck in the elevator with Benny C. And fucking, yo, this shit was crazy, man. I think it was some females going in the joint. So bunch of niggas tried to follow them in the fucking in the elevator.
Oh, like male groupies?
No.
We got stuck in there.
Too much weight.
Look, man.
Y'all niggas overloaded the elevator.
You overload too much jewelry and Philly cheesesteaks?
And we got crazy old dirty bastard stories, man. Mafia got some old dirty.
Can we hear it? Can we please hear old dirty bastard? Because we come from that chamber and we love hearing old dirty. Papa Wu, Buddha Monkey shit, some great old dirty bastard stories. Can you guys share at least one? We love old dirty bastard stories.
So we doing a show in 30 Dirty, he just got shot. He leave from the event and he go to New York. Somebody robbed him or whatever, and he gets
That's when he got shot with 357? He got shot with 357 in his stomach, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he come back. So he on stage, he still bleeding. His wound's still open. So he get on stage, we perform, we up there with him and shit. We got the Syndicate on stage, you got the Brooklyn Zoo on stage, and dude, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know he was so lit, right? He didn't even know the words to his song, so he looked at us and wanted us to sing the song. You know what I'm saying? So we looking at him like, yo, this your song. He looking at us like, yo, y'all sang that shit for me. You know what I'm saying?
Help a nigga
with an open bullet wound.
That was live, man. One thing about Dirty, man, Dirty was like, Nick, you would never meet an individual like that, man. I miss you, brother. Man. Word, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why.
I catch the rape charge and shit. Oh, this nigga bombed me out, but before he bombed me out, he get me on the phone. He's like, yo, my nigga, did you do it?
That was one of the stipulations that you getting out. Like, hold up. If you tell me he did it, I ain't get this nigga out. If you tell me he didn't do it,
I got you, word.
So then he bailed you out.
A lot of people aren't open to talk about rape cases. So I'm assuming that your rape case went good.
It went good, yeah, for you to bring it up, yeah, because most people don't bring that kind of stuff up.
It was live, man.
Yeah.
Like basically, like, you gonna try to Tupac and Mike Tyson, my brother, man, but that shit ain't working.
Yeah, that's no bueno, man. No bueno.
Cute.
Because when we did our research on her and shit, she had done that several times in different individuals.
Oh, that's no good.
She habitual.
So even though like you got exonerated for that shit, you got off for that, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what they was going on there. They dropped it because I guess, you know, Ladder Duck Man, shout out to my nigga Ladder Duck Man. Ladder Duck Man was in the studio that night, so he knew what Shorty too. And niggas got in contact with her. So boom, they let me go. The crazy part, when they let me go, I'm thinking they made a mistake. So Dario and Mark and them niggas from me and I was locked up in Hollywood. Listen, I'm thinking they made a mistake. So they come back there that morning and they got me the bullpen. They give me my shoes back. I mean, they give me my shoestrings back, my watch, everything. And they let me out the back door. I'm walking through Cali, man, through Chris and Blood neighborhood trying to get away. Because I'm thinking they made a mistake. I'm talking about it's scorching.
Then nigga running like Escape Kunta and shit.
I walked for damn near like 2 hours trying to get to where that Disney building was at. That's all I remember. We over there by the Disney building. I had a dehydrator and everything. When niggas like, yo, man, why you do that? When they let you go.
Yo, that's funny that ODB was like, yo, did you do it? You're like, nah, and he bailed you out.
Like you gonna say no anyway.
Rest in peace to the God. Old dirty bastard.
Brooklyn's finest.
Rest in peace from the Mighty Zoo family and the Wu-Syndicate family.
I got locked up with that nigga too.
Oh, tell us about that real quick. We got a few more minutes.
You said what?
We got a couple more minutes. We got like 5 more minutes. What do you mean you got locked up with him? Tell us a little bit about that.
So we went to Motown Live, right?
Joe Mafia speaking. Yep.
The live segment. And he and Dirt went there to crash. His mind was coming. He was on the way. But we had to go because Dirt was on the Western Navy, and I was driving for him.
Was he on the run?
We get to the joint now, to the Motown.
Okay.
We get there, when Dirt get on stage, I get on stage with him, and he about to say, you know, he about to do his live performance for the City joint. And he get on stage, he was like, yeah, what the fuck is going on? But it was a live tape. So they was like, yo, you can't be cussing like that. So then he still kept going, where my bitches at in the house? Yeah. But the mic's off on him, right? So this nigga, he's still talking, and he's coming out the speakers, and they trying to get him off the stage. That nigga said, yo, I tell you what, if y'all ain't up out of this motherfucker 5 minutes, I'm gonna blow this bitch up. Then we left there when they made a bomb threat. Y'all know that shit. That's crazy. What's going on there? Hey, yeah, Dirt ain't had no limit. He ain't had no rules, my dude. Don't give a fuck about no law. You go down tonight or you going to jail?
It's one of the two.
Keep your fingers crossed all night.
Yo, but Dirty.
Dirty want to do like, nigga, you was acting up last night, but did you die?
Did you die? Are you alive?
You're alive, right?
Yeah, here's his blunt.
You ain't the future booking.
See, I think you see, even though we don't know Dirty personally, we're close to a lot of people that were close to him, and it's like his spirit is so much alive. I think is because he represented that raw, natural element of a person that has no restraints and no restrictions and no caring what another person thinks. Because talking to Papa Wu, Buddha Monk at 12 o'clock, and it's always the same type of stories, man. It's crazy. And thank you so much for that, man. Thank you.
That dirt was Brooklyn, man. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, the whole clan got started. What I'm saying, man, you fucking one of the rawest groups, man, because they formed a bunch of real individuals. Ain't no flaws in the clan, man. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man. That's a fact, man.
No kinks in the armor. That Wu Tang's forever.
And the killer bees ain't me.
Yeah, and it's a continuously growing thing because, like I say, like Papa Wu got the universal killer bees. The RZA still continue to move stuff. That's what people don't understand. They think Wu Tang is 9 people, but there's so many people that are carrying on the legacy that are known and unknown that this is really a dynasty. It's a dynasty.
Wu Tang is the tree, man. Then you got branches on the tree.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, like I said, we come from the Brooklyn Zoo branch, you know what I'm saying? But also Papa Wu, and you guys come directly under the Abbots, so it's like we're all family, and there's people that don't rap that carry on the legacy that carry. I just don't think people understand it. I think that because there are a lot of people that claim affiliation that are falsified people that are an affiliate of an affiliate of an affiliate who try to claim affiliation. That don't realize that you have to come under the, one of the generals, Papa Wu, Mook. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come under somebody. And be like throwing up the Wu W, you know what I mean? Like you're not Wu Tang. Like it's cool that you respect and love the Wu Tang.
There's some of the official 9, the official 9 that can't use the Wu Tang W right now.
Legally on illegal terms, but I'm just saying in terms of people who respect and love the Wu and look up to the Wu so much that the minute they do something they throw up the W, but in a sense it's disrespectful. Because you're falsely representing yourself as part of a family, and nobody greenlighted you.
A lot of times they don't think about that though. That's not a thought process. They just in love. They're just in love with the Wu so much.
It's a big trend, so it's like
it's like they really love the Wu. They love it.
Man, for the record, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Wu-Syndicate, man. RZA created that name, man. That was stabbed from the Abbott himself.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, man. That's phenomenal, man. You guys were the only other group that was given the go to use the W. So we're getting ready to roll out of here. Did you guys want to kick? We normally when we got upcoming rappers, we put them on the spot. But when we have veterans and OGs and the older guards like y'all calling in, we give you an option. We call it Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street got all the bars on it. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys want to kick a verse or something off the new album
but y'all legends. Y'all don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to. We're not gonna
be optional.
Yeah, if y'all decline, we understand. But we got new niggas in the studio. We got niggas that ain't established.
Oh yeah, we put them right on the spot.
They get this Bourbon Street at burn.
But if y'all want to kick a quick 16 or something off the new album, if not, that's fine. We'll get you another time. It's all on you, gentlemen.
Regardless. Y'all heard?
Yeah. Hold on, I missed that.
I was saying that this is the part of the show where we normally ask people to spit a verse or kick something off an upcoming project.
We call it Bourbon Street.
But y'all are veterans, so you don't have to do it. Like if you guys want to, it would be appreciated.
But the young boys, the young niggas.
That's why we're here, man.
I love to hear that.
So let's end it off like that.
Maya Lansky first.
Mexicans, there's bull riders, black tar diesel, bad boys, we move solid. Rufus is Aliano Felix and El Chapo. Bodies get buried in the cement where they sell tacos. The left resume and Lansky, nigga. Lucky Lucci, Mr. Don Fanucci, some fucking fancy killers. Fuck rap. I only do it for the laundromat. Bomb broke niggas with lyrics, a bunch of hungry cats. They whack. Stop dreaming, get your paper up. Narcotics, daily transported, duct tape the shit on trucks. Sideline watching my moves, watching my jewels. Fine wine, sipping by pools, chocolate Cancun.
Right.
Pick up the daily news and read about it. The Syndicate in his back, motherfucker. Murder scene is crowded. Yellow tape. Detectives and reporters. Blood stains is next to organs. And this is just a warning.
Joe Mafia up next.
Throw them W's up.
I told a couple of Louis 13 with Rider. First about the house of the fighters to get my process up.
Okay.
I told sanity and lifestyle. No reference to lifestyle to get your life trapped with a storm rain in my poncho soap. Built the last like Tully and cigar smoke, my thoughts float. Sitting at the table shaking asses off my loaches. Set up on the yacht deck, drink set on the coast. Set on Magellan, no welling, and make the Margella, the boss contemplating no loss for false. How many say that with their chest out of meaning from rock bottom? I seen it on the dirty ass scene.
Wu-Syndicate!
Throw them W's up.
Thank you.
Man.
Yo, any last words, brothers? We're gonna let you go.
Let's go.
Let's keep going.
My Lord Italy, catch me out being Italian fashion houses like Gucci, that's how I Gucci. Zeppy Zanatti might catch me at Louis. Shopping at the finest of boutiques that's unique. Ferragamo, Sugarpana, up Cube Link, the world's most stylish cities. So pounds are sticky, lock towns, throw power. You hear me? Let me explain. I got the game from all spoon to four spoons. Out in the St. Pouillet. Importing Corsives like Joe Kennedy era. Prohibition develop. Federati's playing stopping the cheddar. I paint masterpieces, speaking for strictly those who eat it. Curtain sofa, Maybach, high off yacht and reefer. Living the night like this, energetic. Dudes hustle shit and got nothing. I call them niggas like a king. I eat it finest cuisine. Diamonds they bling. Historical monuments. I travel this scene. On tour from Colin Pass and Versace answers and Montes. Colombians hold them. Club Mansion, we party. He said my SA homies in Cali blowing on Maui. Shit that Saran wrap smothered at Downey. I still slang blowing the blizzard. Small and the number was 4 up on the billboard. Potion with Rissa. Where was heaven? Conjured the underworld. Bundle album daily. Ice in the burning glow. A vessel colossal in the portfolio. Euro bars, a monster profit is all I know. Royal collections of paintings clearly I think rich. Where's the family wealthy 40,000 acres? Like Dutchy and Lancaster. Palisades and castles. Color men and color lords. You bastard. World's most rotten stones. Rob your bar from the throne. Look your fucking face scar like a post. My empire stronger than Caesar's. Lounging with divas or out on the coast of Zucama. Don't see
Maya Lansky, Joe Mafia, Wu-Syndicate. Any last words before we let you guys
before that, let everybody know where to get your music. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Where to get the music, where to go, your social media, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, let everybody know.
Where to find you at, bro?
Oh, matter of fact, look, y'all check us out on the link, man. We got the IG, the Instagram, Maya Lansky _ Joe Mafia. Right now, Wu-Syndicate, guaranteed. That's how we find
Word up, man. Hey, yo, y'all players stay up, man. Yo, anytime you got new shit dropping, hit us up, man.
Yeah, after what we'll do is after the album drops, we'll do a follow-up interview. We'll do a follow-up interview after the album drops.
July new album. Illustrious Maya Lansky and Joe Mafia is back. I'm Syndicate in the building.
Word up.
Peace.
Yo, with that.
Chopp Shop, baby.
Yo, shout out to the whole Wu family, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the whole Wu-Tang clan.
Shout out to the Wu-Syndicate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Catch us next week, you know what I'm saying? Thursday at 6:30. Same motherfucking time, bro.
Eastern Standard Time, you gotta say.
Eastern Standard Time. America.
Look at Nahbi, he is the creator.
You've been through it all, you in need of a fix. Why you stressing, baby girl, you in need of a trip. I'll be your genie, listen lady, I'll grant you a wish. Over the city carefree or the Brooklyn Bridge. We can dress up if you wanna. Go on a date just with them heels by designer. So I can show my shawty walking red bottoms like whoa. Dress Alexander, heels open toes. She know I be on the road, doing all these shows. Even though we ain't together, I know she love me on the low. So any chance that I get, I call her on the phone just to say hello. So whenever we get together, we treat it like that moment that never lasts. We don't argue, we just laugh. Bonnie and Clyde, Sonny and Cher, the perfect match. The kind of love you hope that lasts. Where would we go? to break with you and I. God, they can't break what you and I. So we take over the city like, girl, you a dime, you know you pretty, right? You a bad, excuse me, I mean you pretty fly. So tell me what it do and what you feeling like. Cause we can go wherever you want. We can listen to jazz and dance under the moon. As long as I'm with you, I'm cool. Cause the things that you do get me all in the mood, like I'm in love with you. I never felt this, I don't know what to do. Cause a girl like you comes once in a lifetime. Let's make this moment a lifetime. Smile, got me wanting to get lost with you. Where would we go? What would we do? Cause you and I gon' have some fun all night. Feel like we're in love, cause we live with no rule. No matter where we go, I just wanna get lost with you. In the city, let's get lost in the city. Lost in the city, let's get lost in the city. Lost in the city, let's get lost in the city. Lost in the city, let's get lost in the city. Your smile, so bright, you're so beautiful. I'm amazed by you. Your style. Get lost in the city. Lost in the city. Let's get lost in the city. Lost in the city. Let's get lost in the city. Lost in the city. Let's get lost in the city.